was your relationship outside the ring like with Hulk Hogan?
Not much.
Did he keep to himself a lot?
Never. I don't think. Rob, I don't think there was a single time outside the ring that we ever ran into each other. He would be, and I don't knock this. He'd, stay at the finest hotel in every city that you could probably stay at.
All right.
And I made good money working with WWF and Vince, but I was always in the back of my mind trying to save some money, so I'd be staying maybe at the Red Roof.
Right. Now you teamed with Jimmy Snuka a couple times. Why was that team never really pushed?
I don't know. I don't know why we were teamed, and I think we try to go with this Polynesian connection tag team theme, something like that. I know we'd maybe he didn't want us being tied up together as tag team, being in the same city. I would see Snuka occasionally on the road, but a lot of times he would be in another venue, another city, and I was in one. So instead of tagging us up.
Now you were there for WrestleMania 1. How would you compare, WrestleMania 1, 2, and 3? Did you realize Vince was onto something pretty big?
I realized on WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 1, of course, was at Madison Square Garden.
Right.
And that seemed to be, to me, it at that time, it still seemed to be very, very localized, WrestleMania 2 was with the 3-city location, right?
Right.
And we were out in LA, and then right after that show, we were flying to Australia for a week, and then turn right around and fly back. That WrestleMania, the only thing, and I remember I worked with Hercules Hernandez in that. Good match, hard match. Hernandez, Herc, he wanted to do so good. His heart, he wanted to try so hard. He just blew up, got an anxiety attack or something, got real stiff out there. God, it was like fighting a steel pole. I didn't like that WrestleMania. And also, I guess another reason is because right after the next day or that night, the midnight flight out of LA, we were going to Australia. And we were flying, here we are, the anxiety and anticipation of a big show, fly 18 hours. We flew from LA to Australia, landed in Sydney, which is Sydney is on the East Coast. Let's say it's like landing in Philly here. Okay?
Right.
Now that's flying from the United States, make a gas stop and a pickup and a drop off in Hawaii, down to Australia to Sydney, change planes, fly from Sydney to Perth. That's like flying Baltimore to LA. All right. Now this is after the big show. Fly, land in Sydney. Oh, we're here. No, we're going what? We're going to Perth. Go to Perth, wrestle, after the show, get on a plane and fly back to Sydney. All this in the one day. Well, a day and a half that it took. It was time to where when we landed in Sydney and then fly another 4 hours across the country, like flying across the States to Perth, that we would land, it was like 5:30, their time in the afternoon, go wrestle, might as well take everybody straight to the building. It's 5:30 in the afternoon, 6 o'clock. Wrestle that show. After the show, bus everybody back to the airport. We're catching the midnight flight, Australia time, back to Sydney.
How'd you guys do it?
I know it. Can you imagine how to wrestle, plus wrestle after the big show at WrestleMania 2?
I was going to ask this question later. I might as well ask it now.
Yeah.
Were drugs pretty rampant in the business at the time with the road schedule and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
What are your personal views on drugs and stuff?
I'm not going to say that I'd be a liar if I didn't dabble every now and then, get a little hit of speed or something. You feel so run down being on the road, different time zones. That was pretty much the attitude of everybody. for some reason in this country, you get athletes that are featured up there in the spotlight, and with the big money that they're being paid, and what is asked of them to be able to perform at 100% every time that they're out there in front of the crowd, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, or whatever. It seems as though, I guess starting with the in the 70s, coming off, Woodstock and all that from the late 80s and all that, and then guys would just take a little bit of this or a little hit of speed or something just to get up for the match. Just like I hear the football players do it right before the football game.
Right. What are your memories of working with the Honky Tonk Man?
Oh, Wayne Ferris.
Yeah.
Wayne was I haven't seen Wayne in a while, but at that time coming into the WWF, like a lot of people, he was a yes sir, no sir type of guy. Yes sir, yes sir, yes. No sir. Okay, yes sir. He was okay guy, right? Yeah. It kind of, I'm sure you may ask this question later. I may answer it now. It kind of hurt my feelings at the time when I had dropped the belt to him.
I was going to ask you
on TV. Yeah, it's and it sort of shocked all the other guys that were working for the company. I thought that I was going to have the Intercontinental belt for at least a year. At least that's what I was told. But I understand Vince's position. It's a business decision that he made, and that is, I wanted to have a couple of weeks off in and around the time that my Richie, my son, was going to be born. So being the Intercontinental champion, Vince said that he could not leave that belt dormant for a couple of weeks. Well, my response back, I think it was my first response back to Vince in a defensive manner. I'm defending myself. I said, 2 weeks is too much to ask this belt to be, held dormant. I mean, sometimes we don't make it back to some of these major cities for over a month. Chicago, and then maybe you do Chicago in a month,
right.
4 weeks, or Philly, something like that. So I just said, well, I don't have a problem with dropping it to Wayne Ferris or the Honky Tonk Man. I don't have a problem. I said, I know I can take care of myself in the course of the match. I never had a problem on putting my shoulders down for anybody. If I knew that my main goal was to make sure that the match got taken care of. And if we had a great match, to me, it didn't matter who really won or lost.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.